Broadcasting live from the Brett Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern! Hello everyone, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and we have a good one for you tonight. We've got on Scam Master Snell making his triumphant return, playing Derp Shadow. I know. Don't even at me. But he is going up against Jacob Gonzo. And Jacob tonight is playing, what did he say? That's right. J-Sky Control. Alright, fantastic. Off we're running. Snell's already down to 17 because obviously he's playing Derp Shadow. Where life is something to spend frivolously and not maintain to win the game. Alright, let's get this set up and organized there. Fantastic. I want to thank everybody who's joining us across the board, whether you're live or watching on YouTube. I appreciate you all so very, very much. Alright, so Snell goes a Thought Season, goes down to 15, and Jacob shows off Lightning Helix, Lightning Bolt, and something blue, probably a counterspell of some sort. We're going to strip the Helix from the hand, and we're going to go from there. So starting off, Snell is pitching. Oh, he's fetching. Okay. So cracking a fetch. Probably shocking down. So Jacob started off with a search for Azcanta. And Snell's going to play a Gurmag Angler. After, I'm assuming, shocking down to the aforementioned life, unless he moves it. Yeah, I saw that. It's nice, and the landing gear all works on it too. I got 3 messages? Two. Check it again. I'm so confused. Ah, to the 3. Ah, big old group chat. Huzzah, huzzah. Snell gets attacking. Apparently he didn't fetch or shock, or it was all part of everything there, but Jacob is down to a mighty 15 as well, and we go searching. Looks like he pitched. Looks like we got a oh, what is that? A cryptic command. And Snell is faithlessly looting and gets out a polluted Delta and plays a Derp Shadow. He's got to be at, yeah, there it is. He's at 10. He just hasn't adjusted his life total any longer. So I was correct when I thought he was at 12, and then he shocked himself. And now we're going to Field of Ruin to get out the, it's probably a blood-soaked mire, blood crypt, I think it is. And Snell gets a Swamp, and Jacob gets an Plains, the best basic land of all time. And we are scrying with Azcanta. He decides to throw that into his graveyard. That's what happened to the Cryptic. He has conted it. You know, that's supposed to have a ripcord to it to make the wheel spin and make it go whee! But there's no ripcord. Yeah. I know. I mean, it does. It has authentic van sounds though too. You know, like, got this Star Wars characters, 1977 copyright, Fox Films Corporation. Shaggin' wagon going on here. Let's get a that glare. Oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want to roll down the street with this bad boy? Kenner. God bless Kenner and their 3 3/4, 5 points of articulated cash grab. Alright, Snow is Inquisition of Kozilek to strip out the Snapcaster. You don't want that. Whoever wants a Snapcaster? Plus he's got a 3/3 Derp Shadow and a Gurmag Angler. Oh, he is a 5/5 Derp Shadow, or 6/6 Derp Shadow, because he's coming in hard. Swinging in for 10, I believe that is. Oh, no, not 14. Goes to 4. Big ol' 11 drop. 4. Yes, it's a 6. And I guess Gurmag is a 5. I guess he's a 5/4 or 5/6. I know he's a big fish. Such a big fish. Let's see here. And we scoop it up. Snell takes the victory. Game number 1. Jacob wallowing in loss number 1 on the night. As we get going. Hoot, doggy, diggity, woo. Let's get this straightened up there. Okay, that's good. A few things. I want to apologize for not being here the last 2 Tuesdays. The cold weather and the sickness, I've already explained a little bit on Thursday, but in case you don't catch the Thursday shows, 1, you should, and 2, cold weather kept me down, and was sick last Tuesday, but feeling stronger, feeling better, ooey gooey, ready to go. I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. Secondly, I want to touch on my background. This is for Tuesday. It's the 1st February background, and of course I'm going with Gonti's Aether Heart. It is funny how Gonti's heart is mythic, but Gonti himself is only rare. It's almost as if they're saying that there's more than one Gonti, or that Gonti is rarer than his heart is. Doesn't make a lot of sense lore-wise, but I guess if you want to go that way, you can go that way. But that's what we're rocking tonight, Gonti's Aether Heart. It's pretty cool. Let me move out the way. Look at that goodness. Ooh, Gonti. Gonti, you maniac, you. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and move that out the way. Snow has the victory. We're getting ready for game numero 2. And reset life totals because everybody gets 20, whether they deserve it or not. Debating on painting free candy on the back of this fun wagon. It's not, that is true. It is not nearly dilapidated enough. That is a very, very good condition GMC van. Wow. I mean, that's top of the line. 1977. Beautiful. And while we're in a showing off mood, I'm in the process of creating, turning my Gruul Ogre, which was half already Rurik Thar, into a full Rurik Thar. I attached the second head earlier, and now I just need to find an axe to slide into that stump and then fill in the gaps, and off we go. It was just weird how they made the Gruul Ogre in the vein of Rurik Thar, but decided to not go with the full Rurik Thar. It's like maybe they didn't want to put 2 heads on it. Maybe they didn't want to put an axe in the hand. Considering, I don't know what they were considering in the process. The only thing I do know is they suck. Do it better, and learn from your mistakes. We want Rurik Thar. I'm also sad that they never issued a Berigmus, or Borborygmus. And also in my searches, I came across, not only the pronunciation of Borborygmus, but the definition of Borborygmus. It's an actual word. if you haven't found, if you don't know already, or just haven't cared, Borborygmus is the medical term for the digestive sounds that come out of your intestines and gut. So the next time you hear that gurgle gurgle as after you just ate, that is called Borborygmus. The more you know. Alright, moving on to game number 2. Snell cracks a Mishra's Bauble and takes a peek at probably the top of his deck by the looks of that staggeration of the card. And now he's shuffling up, and he cracked the fetch, shocked his way down to 17 at least, cycling a Street Wraith to put him at 15. And looks like he's going to cycle another Street Wraith, possibly. Probably wants to get down a... Well, I mean, you can't put down a Derp Shadow unless you lose 3 more life at least. Otherwise, you're just going to be a negative, or an 0-0, and that's not good for anyone. I'm also trying out this new Game Fuel 16-ounce can by Mountain Dew. This one is the Tropical Fusion, I believe. Charged Tropical Strike. Not sponsored. Pepsi. I'm a Coke, and I'm more of an RC guy, but, you know, if you want to sponsor me, I'll take a sponsorship. I already had the berry one, and it was pretty good. It's very mango pineapple-y. I'm very mango pineapple-y, but I guess it is a tropical strike. Huzzah! Like a soccer player. Rambling now, Jacob is down to 18 life, Snell at 15 life as we move forward with game number 2. Looks like he played down, so played one last, or fetched out. How is he only at 18? How is he at 18? He lost 1 for the fetch, possibly shock. There's a Ruined Halo, and is he, what big nasty is he calling for? Missed the call. I'm going to assume that he called for Death's Shadow. That's probably the safe bet. Oh my goodness. Death's Shadow is 13-13. It gives -6/-X, where X is your life total. Oh my goodness. Mountain Dew gave me the hiccups. Ugh. But I am done hiccuping. That's enough of that. Jacob goes down to 12, so apparently they didn't adjust. But, you know, fetch, shock. That'll do it. That's probably where we're looking at. Passes the turn, obviously holding up a counterspell for Master Snell as he draws. And we're misbiting clicking inside the draw step. No responses here. What are you doing? Choosing you. You get to pick from these treasures. We're going to go ahead and tuck Tasigur straight to the bottom. Get to replace that with whatever you drew. And now Snell is going to crack a fetch. Cycle Street Wraith, crack a fetch, pick up his hand, decide what to do after that. Looks like he got an Island as the replacement for Tasigur. Snell likes to hold his lands upside down on occasion. It's a hangover from being left-handed, or so I'm told. Playing a Seaman Vision's going to draw a card and then scry 2, and it looks like they're going bottom. He was really hoping to see something he liked to be able to cycle into the Street Wraith, but now he is going to Thought Scour, so he's going to mill 2, gets rid of one of those pesky escalation cards, Takes 3 in the air from the Mistbind click. What do we got? We got, oh. Shock down to 2? Not increasing. Collective brutality. I knew I'd get it eventually. And we're flashing back the faithless looting, and we're going to logic knot that into oblivion. No for you. What's interesting about these cans that I like very much is that they are resealable. Seems cool. It's a nice little gimmick. Maybe we're looking at the future of aluminum cans. I mean, we've come a long way from the tab that you just completely pull off to the tab that you just snap open. Now we got a plastic slidey that's resealable. So you don't need a third-party cap to reseal your can. Snow untaps, takes another attack from the Mistbind click, is at a respectable 4 life. Probably not going to live throughout this one. We are going to Colligan's command to deal with the Mistbind click, and probably make you discard, and we're going to lose timely reinforcements. Jacob doesn't feel he's going to need any reinforcements timely enough, and I believe he still has another one in his hand after all. Snell is also playing down Thoughtseize. It's going to go to a respectable 2. That's going to be Lightning Helix all the way to the end, so it doesn't matter what he takes. In response, goes dead. Jacob comes from behind, picks up game number 2, and we've got ourselves a rubber match. While we're shuffling up and getting ready for everything else, I would like to, well, I really want to thank Billy Murphy. Billy Murphy is the latest donator to the Brown Oofy Preserve. And if you don't know what the Brown Oofy Preserve is, shame on you! Where have you been? Secondly, you know, because I'm not going to be a meanie about it, I just need to get it above some of the other graphics. Oh my goodness, where's that? There it is. Oofies on parade. Okay. Brown Oofies from Ice Age, specifically from Ice Age, are a very, very endangered creature. They've been kicked, they've been burned, they've been scoffed, they've been laughed at, they've been bitten. They're just having the roughest time in the multiverse, which is why I have taken it upon myself to create the Titan Oofy Preserve to be a salvation point for as many Oofies as possible, because I honestly just want to rescue as much of the little lovable critters that I can. That being said, if you have Ice Age Brown Oofies and you would like to support the Oofy Preserve, you can drop them in an envelope and send it to the address you see on your screen. I'll get there eventually. That's Titan Gains, care of the Oofy Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. Every Oofy received will get a show off, a shout out, and my personal gratitude, because I can't thank everybody enough who has donated and participated in making the Oofy Preserve such a wonderful joy, and I hope that it will continue to be something great for generations to come, to be honest. But you know, the Mirrodin Oofies, they've already been saved. They don't need a second chance. They blew their chance. The Ice Age Oofy is the one that I'm looking to save, because they're the ones that are they're cuter, to be honest. The other ones, you know, I'll accept them, but they've got to work for their keep to live in the Oofy Preserve. That being said, I believe we're getting ready for game number 3, so help support the Brown Oofy Preserve. And thank you again to Billy Murphy, the latest contributor to the Titan Oofy Preserve. It looks like we are mulliganing almost to oblivion. I'm not sure if this is his first one or his second one. Hopefully we're not sitting at 5 yet. We've got 7 participants tonight. We've got the continuation of the Peoria invasion with the captain, Jacob Gonzalez, and Alex Ho representing the primarily Titan crew. And then we've got John Horror, Master Snow, and Damien keeping it real for the Pekin crew. Lots and lots of loose sleeves. That's the way I like some, slick and loose. Snell is looking at, he does have 6 right now, and he's contemplating if it's going to be enough to keep, and he does. Scries to the top, keeps the land, goes for a Mishra's Bible, takes a look at Jacob's top card. I wasn't quite sure what that was, but maybe Snell knows best. Starting life totals are 20. Snell with no lands. Got the land, because we know he scried, or he drew it on Jacob's turn. Jacob starts off with a Scalding Tarn, it looks like. Snell's gonna fetch out with the Polluted Delta and probably shock himself down to 17 to get Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna call it a Bloodstained Mire. I don't know what the expeditions are. They all look alike. But it must be something black because he's Thought Season away. Probably a Thought Seize. Maybe an Inquisition. Haven't quite seen it yet. Let's see here. We've got a Geist of St. Traft, a Purge, or Essence Purge, or whatever it is. It's destroy target red or black permanent or creature. It is a Thought Seize. Now it's going to go down to 15 on that. Lightning Helix, and is that a Sphinx? No, that's a legend. What legend is that? A white legend. Oh, white legend. White legend. White legend. I don't know who that is, but it is a pretty good. We're going to go ahead and get the Geist out of the way. Jacob, now cracking his fetch, is going to put out a Sacred Foundry tapped, so he's not going to take any damage. Untaps and draws. Lightning Bolt in hand to take something out of Snell's hand. So Lightning Helix, Lightning Bolt. Seaman Visions for Master Snell. Jacob with a it's the blue-white fetch. Floodplain. Flood? I think it's a floodplain. Flooded Strand. It's a strand. He's going to crack himself a fetch. He's a 2. Snell down to 13 because he shocked a blood, the Blood Crypt into play. And Jacob is going to lay down a, I'm assuming that's the Scalding Tarn. No, it's not the Tarn, it's the, I can't think. It's the blue-red. Stubbs! How goes, sir? Welcome aboard. Snow shocks himself down, or cycles himself down to 11. Plays the 2-2 Derp Shadow. Finally got home from work. Glad to hear it, Stubbs. At least you made it here. Unfortunately, you're not here. We miss you. But I understand you get off at like 6 or 6:30 and it's rough. Lightning Helix to take out the Derp Shadow. Oh, you played double Derp Shadow. Ah, that's bad. That's bad. And let's see, so Bolt, and then the Helix is going to put him up to 21. No, it shouldn't be 22, it should be 21. And because he fetched twice and gained 3. Oh, that is... Oh, is that Lyra? I bet that's Lyra. That's a beastly one. Yeah, that's Lyra Dawnbringer. Come on. Load you up. But bam, Lyra. Yeah, she's only a 5/5 flying first strike lifelink as an Angel Lord and give lifelink for 5 mana. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Snow plays out another Derp Shadow along with Gurmag Angler. Not Shadow is a mighty 2/2 going into it. No, the Gurmag himself is a little bit more. He's a 5/6, I believe. We're helixing the derp one more time, goes up to 23, and we are just going to go ahead and purge out the Gurmag, and we are attacking, goes up to 28, although it should be 27 just for the sake of things. Is that his hand or is that a token? I believe that's his hand. Snell not looking too very good. Looks like he might drop this one. Derp Shadow, the mighty 7/7 that if Lyra attacks is going to become a 12/12. And he's shocking, or fetching himself down to 27, though it should be 26 if we're all looking at it. Still not sure where he gained that extra life. Still not sure where he gained that extra life. Snow's usually pretty good about that. We're pathing the Derp Shadow. Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough. You know, when it comes to things like that, there's only one thing that can possibly be said, and that's Bam Panorama. Just for you, Stubbs. Yeah, finger points, invisible fingers. Lyra goes attacking, and she did right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snow's down to 1. And scoops it up. Snow has no hope in retrieving any salvage from this match, and we are done with round numero uno. Let's get that out the way. Let's fire this up, and it's going to load up last year's savings because I don't know why. Yes, I could plug this in, and there we go. And we're going to file and open up standings for this year. And we see Jacob Gonzalez go a mighty 2-0-0 on the year. Come on, there we go. As Master Snell Rockets, one up in the loss column now with a 3-4 record. Not looking so good for last year's champion, Bam Panorama. On one of these days, I'm getting a foil Bam Panorama, and you're gonna sign it, and then I'm gonna play it in Modern. Yeah, I'll do that. You can play it in Modern, you can play it in EDH. If you play EDH, that'd probably be the fancy way to put it. I don't have a foil Bam Panorama. I should. That's a good card. Because it's a Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama? Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama. Banhammer. Banhammer. Bam Panorama. Banhammer on the Bam Panorama.
Band hammer on the band panorama. Band panorama, band hammer. Band hammer, band hammer. Band hammer on the band panorama. Oh, it messes with me. Oh, it's so good though. I'll sign any card you want me to sign. Except a brown Oofy. I won't sign a brown Oofy because I want you to donate the brown Oofy. Only Snell so far has been mean enough to withhold a playset of brown Oofies, specifically from Ice Age, just so I can't get them all. He's meanie poop like that. Absolute meanie poop. Band panorama. A band hammer on the band panorama. Beep. Oh, that's a careful study. I don't know why I still have the careful study. Oh, because I was critiquing the art on the careful study. That's right. Which reminds me, we should find ourselves a new art to look at. Because I don't know. Oh, plum tuckered. Let's see here. I'm going to send up a message for... I want to see Fat Bottom Girls. I don't know about you, but I want to see some Fat Bottom Girls. Let's see here. Let's send it to Massa Snell. Massa Snell. John, next round, please. All right. The band panorama. And the band panorama. How about the Super Asian Tasigur box topper? Tasigur is a box topper? The ultimate box topper. Yeah. I mean, he's no more Asian than he was in the original print. But, you know what? We'll do it. Save it. Card save. And it looks like Jonathan is playing on red. Are we done with the first round? John. Let's go ahead and take away these victories because ain't nobody winning right now. Let's see here. Let's add. Let's get Mr. Asian, as you like to put it. It'll probably be you. Ooh. QRSTU. What is it? Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. There he is. Oh, Tasigur. I kind of want to get a box topper and have it altered to put Scratch from Surf Ninjas on there. Surf Ninjas. That's a good one. Oh, diggity. Oh, diggity. Has he got... Oh, my goodness. He's got... This guy is a full-on masochist. He's got needles through his nippies. 3 needles through his nippies. He's got a crown of triangles. How's it going, Snow? You got the buy?
I did.
Fantastic.
John.
John who?
John V. Jacob.
John V. Oh, so Jacob not moving.
Nope.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Yeah, I do not like that new art.
BDSM Tassiger. I was, I was looking at like the new art, and it was like he's super Asian. He's no more Asian than the original one. The other one is just more shadows.
Shadows are making him look cooler though.
Yeah.
He just looks like a skinny bitch in that one.
Well, I mean, he is a skinny bitch. He is absolutely just Ard from. I can't be the only one who thinks that. Ard from Heavy Metal the movie, the first one, not Heavy Metal 2000. Let me find Ard again. And especially with this look, it's pretty close. We'll have to alter him to be Gimp from bring out the Gimp. Gimp sleeping. Guess you better go summon him then, shouldn't you? Oh, I went down too far. Where's Ard? He's got to be here. I keep passing him over. I wish I could search. Coco, Swift Spear, Derrelor. I think Jacob was, not that it really mattered, but I think he was at one life too much, because he went to 22 when he cast the Lightning Helix, but he had fetched twice. So fetching twice would have put him down to 18, and then the Helix would have put him at 23, not 22.
We corrected that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Alex got it.
Whatever.
Then he threw like 4 more lightning helixes at him.
Yeah. It really didn't matter, but
I felt so confident throwing 2 into that teeth of that. I'm like, all right, I've got 4 plus a Gurmag Angler.
right. That's
Like,
always gonna be interesting.
never go below 11, and
There's Ard. Okay.
I almost think I should have let him have the Geist and taken the Lyra, and then taken a hit with the Geist and just gone ham with the Death
Let's put
Shadows.
it this way.
But
I mean, other than the blonde hair, I mean, when I see the original Tasker, this is exactly what I see. Is just Ard from Heavy Metal. I mean, he's just so hedonistic, but I guess he's more masochistic than hedonistic, because that's a skinny little Asian boy, and he does like to have needles in his nips.
yes.
All right, John's starting off with 4 counters on what? Oh, we called, is it blue? No.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a.
I mean, his deck is green, black, or green, red, white, so maybe it's white. I don't know why he has counters on it.
I don't know either. There, that's weird.
But Jacob's gonna go off with a lightning bolt.
Is that the unexpectedly, or is that the unexpected results?
Yeah, that is unexpected results.
Mr. Kinsman favorite from back in the day.
This is what he calls the twist. With the unexpected results, it's Fat Bottom Girls. Add red so you can through the breach with it and cast unexpected results. So there's more ways to get him out there other than just the summoning trap. The summoning trap is still there. He still has the Fat Caster Mage.
So that one's red. Does he have blue in his deck?
He does have blue.
Okay, so the dice represents blue.
Okay, so I guess it is blue.
Because
So,
he just
okay.
cast a blue card. So
That would make sense. That would make some semblance of sense.
Vidilian Clicko.
V-Click comes down. It's going to target John. I'm guessing inside the draw step, because that's how
through
he
the
do.
breach.
Looks like another unexpected unexpected results. Yeah, another unexpected results through the breach, and probably a Titan, 1 or 2 Titans.
It looks like the blue flash creature from Kaladesh.
Two fat casters.
Fat Caster Mage. Yeah,
Okay.
Gearhulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still a land from just slamming.
Vendilion Click is, again, you can look at target player's hand, a non-land card from it, and they put it on the bottom of their library and then draw
spin the wheel.
a card. So it gets an unexpected results, and again, that's you shuffle your library, reveal top card. If it's a non-land card, cast it without paying its mana cost. If it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield and then return into your hand. So only if it's a land does it come back. Otherwise, you get the free spell. Not bad for a 4-drop. Not bad. Randomness. Ah. Yeah, but you get the land, or you get the spell back. So, huzzah, huzzah. Yep. He's explaining to Jacob how that works. It's a land, comes back to your hand. Oops.
15. So Star City's advertising worked. They were pimping the Tigtone, the show on Cartoon or Adult Swim.
The Tigtone?
Tigtone. It's some new.
The hell's Tigtone?
It's a really, really weird show.
Okay. Well, it's Adult Swim.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
Main character's Tigtone. He goes on crazy quests and does. He's kind of like. It's almost like Master Shake level insanity and recklessness, but it's kind of hard to.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What
He reminds me of Master Shake a little bit.
Is it voiced by Dana Schneider?
No,
So
it's just the overall,
just
like,
the
just
feeling
that
of it.
the early master, like the doing insane, crazy things, but like
Because you can.
yeah, but he's always on a quest. He's like he's always on doing quest things. And,
Okay, so Star City was pushing Tigtone.
yeah, Tigtone sponsors the broadcast.
Oh.
They are branching out in their sponsorships.
He looks like somebody.
Looks like a lot of.
I know, but I mean, he looks like somebody.
Oh, he just got
Oh, he looks like Victorian or Edwardian era Archer.
yeah. Okay, he's kind of Master Shake crossed with Archer.
Okay.
That's that reckless disregard for things, but kind of with the I don't know Master Shake.
the capability.
Yeah, Archer's insanity mixed with Master Shake. Like the episode, like when Master Shake entered that roller or
The demolition
derby, just like doing something like that level of reckless disregard for his life.
Well, I also come to find out that they put out a 2 new seasons of Fooly Cooly, and Adult Swim also has season 3 available for viewing. So I'm gonna have to check that out too, because I love Fooly Cooly. I thought it should have been a full at least 13, if not 26 episodes. Because honestly, if you ask me, what was not Anaplex, not Bones, Genion. Genion should have swapped the episode counts between Fooly Cooly and Evangelion. Because Evangelion was 26 episodes of madness and dead space and
We've got prime time on the stat.
and a
Ooh,
story
Andy resolves.
that could have been resolved in 6 episodes if you cut out just all the art stuff. And Fooly Cooly has a story that I think could have been expanded into 26 episodes of just good. But that's not me. So as Snow said, prime time definitely hits
It is
the tape.
8 to 19 now. So can Jacob burn him out?
Oh, no, not that one. No. There he is, prime time. The Primeval Titan comes down. When he hits play, if you don't already know, you get to fetch out 2 lands and put them onto the battlefield. And when he attacks, you get to do the same as well. So John goes to 5 with a lightning helix and an attack. So that sends Jacob up to 19. John's got to pull something out of his bum to be able to get here.
Well, if he doesn't have any more burn, he's got a Snapcaster Mage. So he's got John to 2. So if he swings out, John could or
And John
Jake,
bolts the V-Click to death, so that's good. Swings with Primy. Fetching out.
well, he has this. He has the Hierarch to block. So Jake's gonna take 7. Go down to 11, unless he has a response.
Looks like
He's letting him attack, so it seems unlikely that he has removal.
Right.
So he should be at 10.
10. At 12. He was at 19. Took 7.
Ah.
All right.
We'll math here one of these days.
No, we're fine. Mathing is
So
hard.
John's at 2.
John goes to... Oh, and yep, might as well Helix. Get 3 life out of it. So John goes to 2. Jacob is hoping to top deck some fun. Or something else to win this game.
Bolt, Snapcaster Mage, a Path.
You know.
He's got Settle.
That is a settle, okay. And that's what he's going to do, so he's going to just give John all the... Oh, but John has a Fatcaster Mage. Summoning Trap!
Ooh.
Ah!
Negate.
Negated. Boo!
Although he can Gear Hulk. Snap.
Yeah, he can Gear Hulk the Schnake.
He should go to attacks. It doesn't give him haste, so...
The Summoning Trap, look at the top 7 of your library and just drop a creature into play. Was that Electrickery? Electrodominance? Elect something.
Ooh, he's pathing.
Pathing his own snap in response, thinning out his deck and hopefully drawing a kill.
He must... Or... maybe. Electrolyze.
Electrolyze.
Thing is that John still gets the draw off the Electrolyze. He just must really need the land. Curious that he needs the land more than... He had a path that he's choosing...
Like John gets the draw off the Electrolyze?
Yeah.
Even though it fizzled?
It doesn't fizzle. He went 1/1.
Oh, right. Okay. Primetime goes attack and gets a island and a forest. Jacob.
To
Can't.
7.
Yeah, he goes down to 7 because he can't cast the settle. And we're cutting the short way. John's got. He's got Fatcaster. Looks like he might have another Summoning Trap ready to go.
I would prefer if he's here to with John tapped or with Jacob tapped low, either
Right.
upkeep or he's got
And
a colonnade.
ooh, fire up the colonnade. That thing flies.
Yeah, so he needs to hit
Ulamog. Emrakul or Ulamog?
Yeah, Ulamog doesn't fly.
No, but it destroys when it comes down.
And, oh, is it in the battlefield when not a cast?
It's an ETB.
The other ones are cast, or the new ones are cast. The old one.
Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger is a cast trigger.
Yeah.
And the Infinite Gyre
Yep.
is a cast trigger.
All right, he found the spaghetti monster.
Okay, so we do have Emrakul.
I hope he did it after he declared it as an attack so he can eat it. He did, and Jacob picks him up.
Wow.
Woo!
John getting you a little bit of
A little revenge. Revenge of the Sith here. Very literally. in fact.
Emrakul comes down. She's the Aeon's Torn. She's the Flying Spaghetti Monster. She is a 15/15 that flies. And she just nom-noms on Celestial Colonnades.
Yeah.
John does pick up the victory. And we reset the life totals to 20. So who'd John play in the first round?
Alex.
Okay. So that means Damien went up against...
Scott.
Scott's playing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have 8.
7.
That's 7.
That's why I'm down here.
Because we had 6.
Yes.
Okay. That means Captain had the bye?
Yes.
Ah.
I think El Capitan is playing.
He's playing Stupidtron.
No, but I think he's playing Damien.
Oh, Damien right now?
Yeah, he'd have to be because Damien couldn't play Scott again.
Right.
So Scott's
That's true.
playing Alex.
That's true.
Scott could play Captain. Oh wait, Scott's playing Captain
Scott's
because they're
playing
undefeated.
Captain.
Damien's playing Alex.
Damien's playing Alex. Okay.
And John got. Or wait, no. Wait, those both are. No, this is the undefeated. Wait, there's 4 undefeated. That's right. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah, they're 4
We're good.
undefeated.
We're good. We're good. I'm thinking there were only 3, but the bye makes things weird.
The bye does make things weird, but you lost,
Damien lost.
and Alex lost. Okay. Scott had the bye.
No, Scott beat
Scott beat
Damien.
Damien. I don't look at brackets. I just look at who's here.
Yeah. So these are both undefeated, and then Scott and
I did discover this by accident, though. Let me get back to it. Let me find it. Find it. Oh, it's I'm too far down. Too far down. There it is. We got the band panorama and the band panorama. We have the band hammer. Oh, then we have the band hammer on the band panorama. Gotta get that careful study out of there. It's not doing the band panorama. Band hammer on the band panorama. Band hammer. Band panorama. Band hammer on the band panorama.
some alliteration.
Band panorama. Band panorama. I honestly don't know which picture I like better. They're both really, really good. And they capture the essence of Bant.
Yeah. I think the one on the right better.
You like the one on the right?
Yeah.
I think I prefer the original, the left one, because it's more airy. It's more airy. I don't know. I really dig them both. The right one is very mountain out of a molehilly, and you know it's like you're looking through Naya into Bant, and I don't know. There's just something about the clouds because I guess it reminds me of like all the Skyward Eye Prophets and the Who's a What's It's of Lost Alara. But yeah, I don't know. It's just very airy and fluffy and.
Speaking of Bant things, there's a reasonably good chance that Nexus of Fate is getting banned.
Really?
At the very least, in Best of One on Arena.
Nexus of Fate is the one that shuffles itself back in.
Yeah.
Was that the box topper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the Via Box promo, and it's becoming problematic in Best of One. There have been a number of instances, especially that there have been a number of instances. It is a bannable. The last cards in your deck are 3 Nexus of Fate, and you just take all the turns infinitely with no actual win con. Because they're the decks only run 1 or 2 wins. The decks only run like opponent. 2 or 3 wins. So if you answer the win con, like a lot of times it's like a Teferi emblem. Exile everything they've got, and then let them deck themselves.
Wow.
But sometimes if Teferi got answered and they don't have a second one, they have nothing. So their new win con is loop this forever and hope your opponent concedes.
Wow.
One person did it for an hour on one of the pros streaming.
Are there no timers?
Arena it's timed turns. So there's no chess clock though. So the games could literally go on. Someone had a game go on. They macroed it. They said the game went on for 3 hours before their opponent conceded.
Oh my god!
They just have to macro hitting OK to the Nexus thing. Yeah, you have so much time in each turn phase before you have to take an action or it advances, and you get a couple timeouts. But the turns are timed.
That's right because they went with Hearthstone model.
So there is no theoretic limit to the length of a game. Just the length of a turn.
That's terrible. Just implement the chess clock.
So that is problematic. And then Best of One, obviously, the deck is quite good because unless you're going to run Negates main board in a format being overrun by red deck wins.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible.
So
that's terrible.
But Wizards has said they are open to the possibility of a separate ban list for Best of One versus it's ultimately going to have to come to that way because there's
Summoning Trap. That's Summoning Trap.
Yeah, they got So Summoning Trap got got dispelled, and then a second Summoning Trap got cast.
Right. Okay.
And is it about to get negated?
Snappy Negate.
Dispel.
Snap Dispel. Oh, that's mean.
So
V-click.
That was an instep, untap, cast. So that was,
Yeah.
5 ball.
Swinging for 5. John goes to 9. 8. Nope, that's a 9. I can number.
But yeah, it seems like it was a poor decision to have Nexus of Fate shuffle itself back into your library.
Yeah, but, oversights like that happen like all the friggin' time. Try to cast another Summoning Trap. That one gets bounced or gets countered with a draw. And we are going to crack a fetch.
Yeah, and then the new Wilderness Reclamation is really making Nexus problematic.
That why? Why? Well, I mean, I get it. Seedborn Muse was a thing that didn't get banned.
But it did. Seedborn Muse was that one?
Untaps all permanents. You control during each upkeep. Untaps all permanents. It was a 4, but it was a creature.
Yeah. And this does it on your end step.
Yeah,
so
it does it on end step. So I mean, your end step, their untap step. It's really apples to apples. But my God, I don't know. It just seems super beefy with the Simic stuff.
Well, it pays. I mean, it's free.
Yeah, because you cast it and then you untap.
Right. So if you're playing a control deck, as long as it resolves, you're untapping with 4 mana on that turn. So
right.
You've got your counter magic up, and then on the next turn, you have 10 mana on your end step. You can cast Nexus of Fate with a counter spell backup.
Oh, with the trigger on the stack, you can tap it.
And they stack.
Oh, if you
multiple instances. Yeah. So if you cast another one, go to your end step, the first one untaps, nets you 1, then you float, and then you could get like... So yeah, next turn if you did that, you get 5, you tap, so you float 1, the first one untaps, you get 6, then you get 11. And then after that, you'd have 18 mana. So all you need
Nexus is an instant.
Yes, and Nexus being an instant.
See, that's where their real problem was making it an instant.
So if you resolve Wilderness Reclamation...
All of those multiple
if you resolve Wilderness Reclamation on turn 5, you can have Nexus of Fate cast with 3 mana up for an unconditional counterspell to back it up. Or whatever their other cancel-esque effects.
But they won't let me have banding. But you won't let me have banding.
So Wilderness Reclamation may also get banned. The real weird thing is like nobody's like, why was this even in the set? It's not like specific to Ravnica. It's not story specific. It doesn't feed into any of the set mechanics.
I mean, it fits flavor wise into Simic, but it fits name wise into Selesnya. But it doesn't really fit anywhere. I mean, it could be Gruul.
The theory is a lot of people say is correct.
It's Gruul. It's Wilderness Reclamation. It's
a green card, though. Yeah.
Well, Gruul's green, red-green.
Yeah, but people think, like, a lot of people think it was probably an EDH card that just got missed. I mean, it's the sort of thing that they would be printing, probably targeting, like, yeah, the EDH card, I love this one, we'll sneak it in there. You probably won't see Construct Play. Oh, wait. Oh wait, we printed an instant speed time walk effect that this perfectly curves into.
Oh my God. So game 3 is happening. John plays down a Utopia Sprawl for blue on his forest.
Ooh.
And he fetched. Oh, because he had to have a basic forest to put that on, or a forest.
He had to have a forest, and against a deck with a wasteland effect, it is a wise decision to put it on a basic.
On a basic. Shocking in a hollowed fountain. John shocks in a breeding pool. Oh, wizards. Oh, wizards.
They're also...
And double Utopia Sprawl, blue and red.
And apparently wizards is... Ooh! That's a choke.
Oh, the choke come down. The choke come down.
And apparently Wizards is kind of sticking it to the UK LGSs. The Grand Prix in the UK is on pre-release weekend, and it's sealed, and it's going to be a War of the Sparks sealed Grand Prix a week before. So they're going to do a pre-release Grand Prix.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why?
So basically everyone within like 3 hours of London is going to be there for the pre-release, because why the hell wouldn't you be at a... Oh, also the judges will be judging a competitive REL sealed event and this will be the first time they've ever, I mean, they'll seen the cards, but this will be the first time anyone's played with the cards, and they're going to be doing it to competitive REL standard with weird interactions. It feels like it's some monkeys flinging poop at a wall with their decisions these days.
Oh. So John has a massive Utopia sprawl. And without an elf, the breeding pool will not untap. As long as the choke's on the field. But Jacob is also kind of stuck behind a choke. You know, you get one use of your island.
He has some lovely lotus petals there.
It does have some lovely lotus petals.
So he could, I mean...
No, they're not even lotus petals. I mean, it's a 2-color lotus petal.
Yeah.
All right, there's another breeding pool. John's going to shock that into play. Goes to a... Wait, where'd you get... No, 15. 15? Thank you. I pay attention. Tonight only.
He got a Sacred Foundry.
Jacob cracks. And a Sacred Foundry, okay. Oh, wizards. Oh, wizards. Anyway, so John has 5 mana available to him. Red, blue, green, red, blue, green. So it's tapping for red, blue, green, green. Hot sauce. Cracks and fetches out a mountain.
He has his Boros colors online.
Yep. And he has 1 use. Oh, and we're going to go ahead and eat the breeding pool. Not yet. Not quite yet. Got a logic knot. Oh, look at all that blue. Look at that blue. But of course he can, oh yeah, he can get another island, but, and it doesn't come into play tapped with that because it just puts it into play, right? Yeah. There's the elf. Oh, do you let it live? How can you let it live? I don't think you do, Jacob. I don't think you do. Snappy. What's up, Damien?
How is he casting Snap Gesture?
I have no idea.
Okay,
Yeah,
assuming
he's going to tap the blue.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to tap that Hallowed Fountain, or he's not going to tap the Snap Gesture Mage. Does he have a bolt in the yard? He has a path.
No.
A cryptic. A very bad cryptic.
I don't even think he has a path.
He has a path to exile.
That's a settle.
No, he has
There's a path. Okay. So pathing that, John's going to go get a forest. How'd you do?
Pathing
that
an
good,
elf,
huh?
That's a feel bad, but that is a elf that generates 4 mana. So.
Yeah, that's an 8 mana elf, and that's a windswept heath. I hate this spot on John's playmat. It makes me think I got something on my screen.
Oh yeah. Teferi, okay.
Teferi comes down. Oh, that's going to let him untap his island.
Ooh, that's...
Oh. Is that a bounce?
It was a tuck.
Oh, it's a tuck.
Yeah, it goes 3 down.
3 down. Wow. Okay. John, none.
Are we gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Are we gonna summoning trap?
Yes, we are.
Always tapped out.
Oh, he's gonna shuffle the choke away, but oh well.
I mean,
Amra,
the choke's
cool.
The choke
Amra,
gets
cool.
actively bad.
Amra, cool. Did he whiff? Oh, dirty worm, dirt cow worm comes down, or worm coil engine.
Yeah. It's a sort of whiff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it only took me 110 episodes to figure this out.
What?
Put up we're talking about this card, bam, on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're on Twitch. You can download the Deckmaster thing, and it'll display every card in hand and on field.
I
what?
kind of wish he would have. I think he had a through the breach in his hand. I kind of wish.
But is that only on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a add-on for Twitch. It's called Deckmasters, I think. And it literally reads the screen, and any card on it, if they highlight over it, it'll pop it up in the on their screen.
Oh, I don't like that. That takes away half my job. And people don't turn in to know what the card is. People tune in. I don't know why people tune in. Oh, it's for the Bant Panorama. The Bant Panorama. But it's for the Bant Panorama with the band hammer on the Bant Panorama.
So,
Did you? I don't know. You probably don't read like news on Commander.
I don't read, period.
They are looking into Paradox Engine as a banned card.
I can see that.
I'm like,
It's absolutely busted.
it is, but they allow way other stupid shit to happen.
all right. So
The one card that I'm sad is on the ban list, aside from Sundering Titan, is Reoccurring Nightmare. I'm sad Reoccurring Nightmare's on the ban list. Because as I was putting Child together, I saw Reoccurring Nightmare, and I was like, that's perfect. And it's banned.
They're talking in discussion on whether the fetches are technically non-color identity.
They're not. They've had that discussion a long time ago, and no, they're not.
No, they're talking about it again to make them have a color identity now.
That's dumb. They don't.
I know they know. But the issue is if they do that, they have to errata all cards that mention just land types. And that's where they're...
Yeah, that's a slippery slope. You can't really you can't really like poke at one cycle of cards and ignore everything else.
Because it would even hit the fetches from Alara, the ones that allow you to fetch for...
Yeah, the panoramas. Like the Bant Panorama. And the Bant Panorama. With the band hammer on the Bant Panorama. Jacob's getting attacked by a prime time. And it looks like he's at, 11? Unless they didn't adjust.
Did Snappy block?
Maybe, I don't know. Snappy's still out there.
Yeah, I had no...
Am I the only one that thinks that Snapcaster Mage should have been a Turtle Wizard?
Oh, what?
A Turtle Wizard?
John's at 21.
John is at 21. What has lifelink?
The Wormquill.
Right! I forgot Dirty Worm was out there.
Yeah.
Oh, it got pathed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He found Jesus, but
It snapped and got pathed. No, he didn't. He didn't get plowed. He got pathed. He found Jehovah.
he found Jesus.
He found Jesus. Yeah, he found Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
It's not Jesus with a hoe. Warp, warp, warp. Get a good old one. Because it was pointed out that the original wording is immaculate. Target creature is removed from the game entirely. Return it to its owner's deck only when the game is over. Creature's controller gains life points equal to the creature's power.
Good old-fashioned alpha template.
Damn, now I want to play this fat bottom list. Looks like, oh, it's super fun. The original deck idea was like blue-green, and it was Summoning Trap into Fat Caster Mage to get the Summoning Trap back and drop, keep doing Fat Caster Mages until you got one of the big Titans, and whether it be a Primetime or a Eldrazi Titan or even a Dirty Worm. But yeah, I mean, that was the original list, and now he's added red into it, does the unexpected results as well as Through the Breach. So yeah, I mean, it's beefy. He tried to give me a different name for it. He's like, look at what you made me do, or I hope this works. And as soon as he gave me both of those titles, it's like, oh, it's a Summoning Trap deck. And he was like, and then he's like, listen, and he's like, no, well, yeah, but it's different. And he let me look through the list. And I was like, this is just Fat Bottom bottom girls. He's like, no, I added red to it. I was like, just because you put a new color into it doesn't mean it's not fat bottom
No,
girls.
we should totally now. I want to call it "Look What You Made Me Do," and we gotta play the Taylor Swift song.
But it doesn't have a Taylor Swift spear in it.
No, but it's "Look What You Made Me Do."
But
Supposedly John has Taylor Swift Spear alters, and I want them.
that's fine.
I want them. Very, very bad.
Did somebody call my name? Oh, but I'm not on the field. I want to get him. I want to get him. I guess I'm over here now. I want to get him. Taylor Swift here.
Does John remember he has a Raging Arena play?
Probably not. I mean, he is like tucking it and countering it through the breach, negated or pierced or whatever it is. Not pierced.
So now just probably cast. It was if it wasn't a bluff, he should just cast whatever was in it. I mean,
Right.
can he cast Emrakul at this point? Yeah, he can cast Emrakul at this point,
Yeah,
can't he?
that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Oh yeah, with the elf out, yeah. It's
Then he
4,
can't possibly have
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's got 17 manas if he fetches and finds a wider green source.
8. He has 18 right there.
Well, I know, but I was just counting the not. Yeah,
He
4,
has an Arbor Elf in play.
6, 7. I know with the Arbor Elf.
Yeah.
I'm saying without the
Yeah.
Arbor Elf.
I was like, with it, he's got 18 mana.
Yeah,
Without,
without it, he still has Emrakul man.
Yeah.
And John gets attacked. Looks like he goes to 12.
He's in trouble if he doesn't have anything. Lyra's in play.
Yeah, Lyra. That beautiful, beautiful bitch.
He is tapping some mana.
That is a lot of mana. I think we have a Flying Spaghetti Monster. We have Flying Spaghetti Monster! Hard cast from the hand! Can't be countered!
Now, although if
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
no,
7,
if
8,
Jacob
9, 10,
has
11. 11?
Jacob has Cryptic Command.
Yeah, but he's protection from spells. Can't target it.
It doesn't target.
What?
Tap all creatures.
Oh, tap. Oh, I thought you were talking about bounce.
No.
Okay, so it'll
Tap Emrakul.
it'll
and-
stop. I mean, it'll stop the attack, and he won't win, but he can bounce with the Teferi or tuck with Teferi.
And Teferi won't be online.
Oh, another Arbor Elf.
So he's going to go to his extra turn. Teferi is at 3, so Teferi can't tuck.
Oh, it takes 3 to tuck.
But
Okay.
5, 9, 10, 11... He has lethal on the crackback, though. He has a Colonnade, Lyra,
I
Vidillion
forgot
Click,
about the
Snapcaster Mage.
Colonnade.
So Jacob's going to win this game.
Yeah, that's sad. John is hellbent. He does have the Ravine, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the Ravine doesn't fly.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
9, 10, 11, 12. He has 12 in the air.
It's the Ravine. And before combat, we're going to tap down and probably draw a card.
Tap and win.
Yep. Tap down the 2. Ah! He had to have 4 lands open. That sucks. Damn it!
Jacob beat a choke and a hard cast Emrakul in the same game.
Yeah. Yup.
Oh, he also has Jace now, so
Yeah. Yeah.
so even if he doesn't kill him this turn.
And
Opponent's out.
3 or 5, 8.
He's 12 in the air.
Yeah. 12. Yeah, 12.
9 plus 3.
Yep. 12 in
And
the air.
the ground is open too, so the Snapcaster can
So
strut
14,
across the finish
yeah.
line and say, "I help, guys."
But what's he thinking about? John is hellbent. Yeah,
He's
fire
got
up.
a style. He's that kind of person.
And he's just making sure it's lethal.
Looking
Oh.
at the hand and swinging. Lethal. John scoops it up and unfortunately goes down.
He's highly competitive. He reminds me of Kyle.
He's kind of like an admixture of Kyle and Jarvis.
Jacob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
competitive but chill.
Kylevis.
doesn't seem like a bad person, except for like he has his moments where he just has like that sting, and you're like, dude, where did that come from?
Yeah. And I don't know. He presents this laid back attitude, but like twitches over the things you don't think he could twitch over. And I'm not saying anything negative. I like him. I like him. He's a good guy. I mean, I really like him. He plays interesting decks. There's a lot of control, but last Thursday he played Zakama Control. He called it. It was just. It
was Amulet Titan.
It was just
with
yeah,
Zakama.
It was it was Amulet Titan with Zakama in it as a win more. But I mean, he plays fun and interesting decks. I don't mind him at all. I don't know. I guess I just don't interact enough with him to.
It's because you're always on the screen.
I am always on the stream.
Is it Modern this Friday?
Yes. Yes, it
I
is.
think I finally actually play Magic Bob again.
It's been a month since the last Modern here.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's been.
because he put standard before the pre-release,
And then double draft.
and then double draft and
standard on the other
standard. So yeah, it's been a solid 5 weeks in between. 5 weeks in between moderns. Because he screwed up his rotations. He does that a lot. Damn it, Scott. Anyway. So, John, why did you open up again? I need a... Stupid. What did...
Wow, Hardened Scales is above.
Sure, that's fine. I don't care. John... Has John not played on stream yet this year? No, there he is. John Roar. Oh, he goes 2-1. So now, how does it feel to be in the cool kids bracket on the year so far?
It's fine.
You know, you're 3-4. I mean, you're no Danzy and his massive 6-3 record. Play more Rhinos and you'll win more, Danzy. Just saying.
It's Danzy's year. I abused him pretty hard last year, so it's all right.
And Jacob.
Just a
I
smidge.
think about a third of my wins came at his expense on camera, so I mean,
Or mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could do anything.
See, that's what's going on. You're not paired up against Damien the first round anymore.
Nope, we gotta earn them.
2019, the year of Damien's avoidance.
I'm gonna keep on that train.
It's all right.
I'm working on my Rurik Thar. They didn't make a Rurik Thar, even though the base and everything says Rurik Thar, except he didn't have 2 heads and an axe for an hand. So I gave him a second head. And I just gotta find an axe to put on his hand.
When he comes out. From my ox.
Am I just keeping Dad's car tonight? Maybe. Yeah, it's my car.
I say go for it.
I mean, I assumed he would text me when he was back in town. He took it with him to get the drive belt and the head gasket replaced on it. Only $220 for both of them. I'm pretty stoked about that.
So the last big event was in SCG Modern in Worcester.
Okay.
I'm asking Snell, really.
Yeah. There were Grand Prix this weekend.
Oh,
They may not have posted it, but yeah, it was a Grand Prix in.
I was trying to find
New
the
Jersey or
Infinity list
Toronto?
because mine's just not doing me okay. They're running experimental frenzies now.
What's experimental frenzy? Oh, the X cast something for free.
No, it's the one from Guilds of Ravnica. It's the one where you can't play cards out of your hand.
Oh yeah, you played the.
Oh, the
Telemark.
red one. Okay, right.
A lot of them are playing that now.
It's a good
like
card.
a new card, just like
Is
every.
it 4 mana?
Yeah, it's 4 mana. I mean, it's a good.
Is
Is it a
card.
1 of?
No, 3.
Ooh, that's ambitious.
Just like, well, when Amonkhet came out, everyone was playing with Hazards in the deck.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Marginally.
Whatever.
More sense than experimental, but not much.
I would actually say experimental frenzy. Experimental frenzy makes a little bit more sense because when you're out of gas, you can just.
Well,
I mean, if you get runner stuff, I mean, you basically play every card until you draw a land.
yeah.
but Hazoret. I have 4 mana and no cards in my hand. I guess I'll play a 5-powered god. It's just
Well, right now, the stupid Hardened Scales is higher on the affinity list than actual affinity.
yeah. The Hardened Scales list is good against a lot of the removal-based decks, and it was also in a place where people were. I mean, the last major event before Karklan Ironworks was banned, there were like 12 copies of Stony Silence in the top 8 in the sideboards. There, like the Is It Phoenix deck had a 1 of Hallowed Fountain to splash for Stony Silence. Yes, that's how you know a format is warped, when the Is It deck becomes Jeskai just for Stony Silence out of the board.
I don't think I have a Phyrexian core.
I'm sure the Phyrexians would be happy to give you one.
What? So the Phyrexians will give me one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Phyrexian core sounds like the sort of thing it'd be passing around.
It's a lame.
So, there's a couple things that I gotta get this circle up on top. Otherwise, it's just gonna tick behind. Okay. I'm seeing a couple things. One, the cord of the whip is tucked up under his little loincloth, if you will. So I mean, it aesthetically it shows it's dynamic. That it's not just it's more floppy than snuggly. But it's just weird that the cord is underneath.
There's a boss got a circle drawn right around the cross of Casimir. Draw your eyes right to his.
Well, yeah, because
He yells at
I'm
me for cussing on stream.
so you know the
Are we
cord
supposed to?
the cord's all snuggly as opposed to over, and I guess if you know you're bringing it up, it can get caught underneath the rag, but it just
I mean, I don't think hers is flagged for. I've not gotten the adult only warning on it. LSV's is flagged for mature audiences only.
but
Maybe hers. Maybe hers
and
is
then
2.5
and then
is
secondly,
fixed.
apparently
Valid.
Tassiger is
I
like
mean, she doesn't swear excessively, but
4.5, 5
Love
feet
the
tall
goddamn
at the
shit.
most because
Floating ready to run.
these
They're
not.
family friendly.
I mean, this guy's kind of ripped, but this guy's got a similar, like, slender build to Tassiger, and he's still head and shoulders almost above Tassiger. Now, they could be standing up on, like, a step or a higher elevation, but, I mean, this guy over here is, like, just about to give him a jacket or has just unrobed him. It's like, I'm going to flog myself. Yes.
Lotion on his skin. That was a good
But you know, so he's either like just taking the coat off or just putting the coat on, at shoulders, knees, and toes. But either way, he's super tall, which tells me that Tassiger is again, he's probably like 5'1", 5'2". But as I'm looking at this piece of art, the piece that is aggravating me, the one thing that's aggravating me is everything is like showing motion and fluidity. That pinky finger is just straight up. It's not bent, it's not curled, but even if you hold your pinky out, it's not going to be like straight up at that angle. That's
Bob has took this far too long.
Mm-hmm.
Bob has looked at the art far too long.
no, like certain things just like jump out at you as like that's weird. And this one looks like it's a peg just like glued to the middle of his hand, where the other fingers are like curled around, like holding the whip. But you got this one pinky that's just like straight up. Pick up the bottle. Hold the bottle like you know, like
Well, you gotta hold something.
like this. It's like now curl your 3 fingers around it and have your pinky
you can't do it.
straight up.
No, you're right. You can't do it. You can't grip.
Yeah, you cannot grip. Even if it's just like balancing in his hand, he's just
Yeah.
like holding it.
If he didn't have those,
Because, you know, the pointer finger is straight up. This one's curled around. But that pinky is in an impossible angle.
But we also don't know that he could be a 12-foot giant. His hands are the size of our faces.
The size of it doesn't matter.
The longer the finger and the whip is only so big, it's gonna.
No, it's still proportionate.
Yeah.
Even if he's a giant, the proportions of the finger. Because if he had super long fingers in a proportion to the rest of his body, it'd be one thing. Kind of like the Cathar. One of the first ones I did was a Cathar, and he had a really, really, really cool like hand thing he was doing. Let me bring that up here. Yeah. Like, he was doing this hand thing.
Yeah, he's pulling Naruto.
See, I thought that this was like a super, super long pinky that was like wrapping around this knuckle. But no, it's just a pinky that ends right here, and this is just like curled over and down. And it's still a super, super hard thing to do because this is the index finger pointing straight up, and then the ring finger is like straight down, and then the middle finger is like tucked up, and then the pinky is like resting on. Now this guy has a super, super long. What are you doing?
Oh, I wanted to draw "Never Forget" over right here where it says "Forget." But you never
See,
forget.
proportionately, this guy's fingers are like 3 times as long.
Yeah.
Especially that first knuckle, because with the hand down here, this finger, the
Longer
length,
than his palm.
yeah, the length of his index finger. Is where I'm going. Oh, again, you're on top. Dang it! Hang on. Okay. This index finger, it like the distance between the index finger and the palm is like twice as long as any other knuckle, except for this middle one. But like his pinky and his ring finger knuckle are like normal size knuckles, but his first 2 fingers are super, super long. That would be about the only way. I know, right? That would be about the only way Tasigur could do this thing with his pinky, is if he had like really, really long fingers, but he has proportionate fingers to the rest of his hand.
Yeah.
So even with that, it doesn't matter how big or tall he is, he has proportionate hands, which means that pinky doesn't stick straight up like that.
Maybe.
That's the one problem that I truly have. I want you to know Rurik Thrar won me a game last Friday. Opponent was at 8, cast Snapcaster, then cast Thoughtseize.
Well,
that, I mean, he went out on his own terms.
yeah. I mean,
It was like, Snapcaster, okay. Thoughtseize, you're dead.
I mean, even if Rukthar
Well,
didn't have
well,
text,
Well, he did.
why would you? I mean, you've got a
See-
6/6 to deal with. Snapcaster Thoughtseize does not seem like a good place to start.
he Snapcaster Thoughtseize. Now he died after he got to strip the card from your hand, though.
Yes.
Because it has to resolve, and he has to get that card. Then he loses 2 life. But yeah, he died. He absolutely. It was the guy who borrowed Snell's deck.
Ah, okay.
Your deck tried to Snapcaster and Thoughtseize a Rurik Thar at 8 life.
Checks out.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing it. But.
But yeah, like some Igor clearly you got some splaining to do with your fingers. Carl Critchlow, we've already talked.
So do you think Scott's even in game 2 yet?
I don't know. Who's he playing? Alex?
No, I got.
Captain.
Yeah, he's playing Cap.
So it's
Oh.
Tron v Control.
Tron v Control. Tron v Scott. There's really no category
True.
to put his deck into. I think it's 5 color.
Is Jessica?
Huh? Is it just Jessica?
Yeah.
Scott's deck.
Yeah.
It's not Jessica.
Oh no, it's just Wutrol now. He cut the red.
Yeah, it's just Orzo.
Oh, it's just
Azorius.
Azorius?
Yeah.
No, Scott isn't in the game, so 2, he probably thinks this is still round 1. And Scott's in this game. He's playing tonight.
Yeah, he smoked me.
I guess I should
Game
add him
1,
to
I
the...
came back. Game 2, he won. It was fair. He didn't have anything bad. And he Snell watched and beat me game 3, though.
Stony
couldn't-
Silence and Terminus.
Infinite Terminus is practically. Because he just kept jacing them all on top. I'm like...
So what do we want? We've had Jacob up twice. We've had Snell. We've had John. We can watch Scott's Woo Troll deck, which I don't want to see.
very control.
Can watch Captain in his stupid Tron deck.
I probably have to buy.
Alex Ho and his White Drazi have me a little...
Death and Taxes, Frenzy?
It's just White Drazi, though.
It's still Death and Taxes what they call it.
Is it? That's still... Actually, the what it's called is Eldrazi and Taxes.
Is it Eldrazi and Taxes?
It's Eldrazi and Taxes.
It just doesn't have the black splash.
Yeah. But he's probably still playing Serum Powder, so it's still Drazi, Talcum Drazi.
Is the Taxes deck? Taxes deck doesn't play Serum Powder.
I don't know. He puts Serum Powder in all of his Drazi decks, so even though he calls it a different name, it's still Talcum Drazi.
Still Talcum powder.
Damn, sounds like Titan came out for Tuesday Night at the Zone. They did. It's the Fury Invasion. It's Captain, it's Alex Ho, and it's Jacob Gonzo. They're all here. You know, if Scott didn't play, it was like a full NWO invasion.
It's a beautiful Aetherborn behind you, bud.
No, it's Gonti's Aetherheart.
He's still an Aetherborn.
Right.
Actually, he's a vampire.
The thing that kind of made me weird about the whole Gonti and Gonti's Heart thing is Gonti's a rare.
Yeah.
But Gonti's Aetherheart is a mythic.
Mm-hmm.
So story-wise, Gonti's Heart is more special than Gonti himself.
Yes.
Why?
Because in the story, they try to take his heart.
Okay.
Because Tezzeret wants the power from it because there's so much energy and aether in it.
Okay.
He can power anything forever.
But it's Gonti. It's his heart.
It's Gonti is a rotting corpse without a heart.
Tuesday Night Nitro.
Oh my god.
Love it! Stealing it. Thank you, Stubbs.
Because the Aetherborn are only so many hours or days old.
Mm.
They die instantly because of they're born from the Aether. But if you absorb the power from another one, you become a vampire because you can live off of it. And well, Gonti figured out a way to like absorb crap tons of their souls in his heart to live forever.
Mm. So I don't know what deck I want. What do we want up there? Is this bonus? Is this bonus magic?
No, this is it's Scott and Alex.
Scott and Alex.
Yeah.
So round 3.
Who do I play?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, Damien has the bye.
And so do I.
Or and
Wait.
so who
John
left? John left.
Damien got the bye, and I got paired against John.
Ah.
I gotta win.
So we both walked it in.
Good job, Snow. I'm
Walk
proud
off
of you.
walk. I balked my way to 2-0. Or 2-1.
Yeah, you did.
2 wins, and I didn't hurt him.
Oh.
The sweetest of all words. Default. Default.
Is that gonna work? Yeah, it fits.
Yeah. Captain and Jacob are playing just a single game, but they're split. So.
And Alex Ho is on.
So I am almost certainly going to be there Thursday, but I'll be cutting it really close because my aunt's 60th birthday is at Leonardo's,
Oh.
which is right up the street.
Right.
At 5:45.
Oh.
So I'll
okay.
probably leave there at 6:25 or 6:30. So let Dan know.
I'll let him
once
know
I
that
text
you'll
you,
be
Let me
there.
know I'll be on the way, and I'll be there right around 6:30. So
Okay. That sounds good.
probably leave there a few minutes before. So I'm like, yeah, that works out. Because at first, Mom's like, "Can you come pick me and Grandma up so I can ride home with Dad?" I'm like, I was planning on going straight from work there. And I'm like, right. It's like, okay, well, I guess we drive separately. And I'm like, oh, because she almost made it sound like she was going to ride home with Dad and I was going to take Grandma home.
Hmm.
But I'm like, if Dad takes both of you home, I can swing and peek and make you up. But unless Grandma wants to spend a couple hours at Titan, she
Right.
can't ride home with me.
Oh, that'd be a fun
If
night.
she wants to chill out with Bob on stream, then she can hang out.
So, Grandma Wheeler, what do you think about the Tron situation? she'd have just as valuable as insight as I would, I believe.
Just busts out like super card knowledge.
Yeah. I secretly taught her everything I know about magic.
Nah, she's just at home reading the entire Oracle, memorizing everything.
Yeah.
Well, can I get a ride home with you now?
Sure.
Oh, you're leaving me?
Yeah, I gotta go home and take a drug test because I finally got an email.
Awesome.
I assume
Well-
that's a job.
Oh, I have a job. I started yesterday.
Oh,
For HBS. But their back home and hire process is dumb.
I gotta. What's going on? Okay, so. Oh, I was told oh no, I just guessed the other side. I gotta switch. Shops keep scoot. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're not even gonna. I can't see the dice! Ah! No excuses. Ding dong, dag gummit. Let's see here. It's probably a good impact. Okay. All right. It's gotta be a little bigger, I think. Whoops. Stop it. Ow. I'm doing bad. Oh, so we've got Reality Smasher, they got Detention Sphered, and we've got Thalia. Hey Bob, just tuned in. Who's Scoot? Scoot is Scott Owl, the shopkeep, the owner and proprietor of The Zone. And Cody Good is Cody Gray. Glad to have you. You're gonna want to go back and rewatch the replay when it posts on YouTube of Jacob Gonzalez versus John Roar, game number 3. In that game, oh my god, it was a good one. I don't want to give away the ending. I just think you should watch it. At least game 3, if not the whole match, because that was a fun deck, fun time. I look forward, or I might have to go back and rewatch that one a couple times myself because it was good. Okay, so Thalia untaps. Life totals are something. Apparently, both people think it's okay to just move the dice off the mat, so I can't see them. So there's a reason. I set them on the mat to begin with. Grumble, grumble. Hang on. Oh, Niggin. Ah! There we go. Alright. Good, gotcha, John always has awesome decks. Rich asked how bad you want him to come back with Jeskai. Ooh. I mean, does it have to be Jeskai? Or can he play a fun deck? Because I could go for I could go for like a good Naya. I could go for a good Mardu. I could go for a good what's another good even an Abzan. I especially like the Abzan. You should put together a Rhino deck, because 2019 is the year of the Rhino. Yeah, if you play Rhinos, there's a good chance you're winning on cam. I'm just saying. Snappy! So Alex has a monkey land. He said he would brew up Sultai. Ooh. I don't think there's enough white in Sultai though. I understand there's white in Jeskai, but that combination of white just is bad. There's enough Jeskai out there. You don't want to saturate the market with Jeskai. So I'm guessing the cavern is on. We're going to dismember the Snapcaster Mage, and Scott's going to negate it. So no go, no go, no go, no go. All right, I need to. Okay, so Scott has Snapcaster, Thalia keeps on attacking relentlessly, Monkey keeping back the Snapcaster, Scott casts Jace, the elephant in the room, Danzy the egg sculptor. Alex checking Scott's graveyard, seeing what's in there, what he's thinking about, what it had for dinner. Okay. And Scott's going to crack his fetch, tick down his life total to something less than 1, or to something minus 1. Looks like we've got a Snapcaster and a Path in hand. Oops. Duplicate. Okay. And Scott casts a timely reinforcements. Gets himself some soldiers. Jace is at 3. And we've got another. Is that a Smasher? Is that, no, that's not a Smasher. I don't know which one that is. Is that the Eternal one? Eternal Scourge? Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Whatever it is dead. So, and now we're going to block the monkey with the Snapcaster. Jace is at 1. Scott has lots of lands that he's gonna do something with. It looks like he's casting another timely reinforcement. It's gonna go up. What's that? 6 life and. Get some more soldiers into play. There we go. Timely reinforcements. Thalia goes attacking and gets chumped by a soldier. So you get 3 soldiers and gain 6 life with timely. So if you have less, if you control less creatures and you have less life. Field of Ruin takes out the Caverner Souls, and they both fetch out. Scott gets an Island, and it looks like Alex goes for a Plains. Good choice, Alex. Always knew I liked you. Let's see. Space. Yeah, one's fine. And then selected all. What I do? Ah. Another Field of Ruin to take out a Caverner Souls. Oh no. No, no, Gimp. You gotta respond, Gimp. Alright, there we go. Let's just move. No, stop it. Oh, that glare. Can't you smell that glare? The glare that surrounds you. So much time, so much tap, so much tap. Is this gonna be a settle? It's a Terminus. I guess Alex won that game? Possibly? Alright. So let's do that. Let's make it that. Okay. That's big. I want small. Lots of shuffling, and we're getting into it. That's big. No. I guess if we want to do that, I can just get rid of that. There's the shot, there's the cut. I don't want to miss who goes first. Alex throwing back his hand, gonna mulligan to hope for a better one. open his layers. I'm pretty sure it's in stream stuff. Oh, it's not. Is it on Titan? Oh, I wonder if I don't even have it on here. Yeah, Scott went first, so so turn 0. No, okay, yeah, Scott went first. Alex got that. Okay, okay, so yeah, so Chalice on 1 is pretty mean. It's pretty mean and modern. It's a nasty card. Oh. I don't have it on here, so we're just gonna go with the basic, it looks like. File, export as. Export. And then I just want to save this. Okay. So because Stubbs mentioned it, it seemed like a good idea. Sorry, it's why I've also not been really paying attention. But I knew enough that Scott lost game number 1, so, you know, good on me. We've got a Tuesday Nitro logo now. Oh, that didn't. What? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There it is. Tuesday Nitro. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we've got a Chalice on 1, we've got a Thalia down, and we have a oh, what in the world is that thing? It's a Ingester, Phyrexian Ingester. No. Thought it was an Ingester. It's a Revoker. It's a Revoker. There we go. It's a Phyrexian Revoker. Activated abilities. So it's essentially a it's a creature pithing needle is what he is. I wonder what he cast. I'm guessing Jace, maybe, probably, well, it wasn't Teferi. We're attacking Teferi down to 1. And we go, let's see here, Alex. Alex looking to to bring this one out of the shadows. Sure. All right, and we are going to surgically extract nothing. You didn't get anything. So confused. Draw a card and play a Field of Ruin. Tap everything. Terminus. You are tapped out. You can Ghost Quarter something on your way down, but everything gets tucked. And Alex responds with a Thought-Knot Seer. I don't want Timely. I want which got remanded. So Scott got to draw a card, and Alex gets to cast it next turn. Scott has a lot of blue in hand, and Teferi is ticking up. Here's the Thought-Knot. Snapperman. What you gonna do? And we're going to snap and remand it. Draw a card. Keeping him at bay. Keeping him at Michael Bay. But now he's got a Thought-Knot. Or now he has a Snapcaster. So attack for 2. Sure. Life. It's a thing. And I'm sure somebody thought that they would have some, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because you're not going to tell me. The game will be over when the game is over. That's is that a, no, it wasn't a Wrath. Oh, it looks like it was a counter spell, like a negate or something. No, you can't hit a creature spell with negate. I don't know. Essence Scatter. Snappy gets in. Teferi just plugging away. Oh, Lord. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. -8, you get them when you draw a card, exile permanent your opponent controls. So that's what Scott's really hoping to get to, is that 8 emblem. Jace comes down, does some brainstorming. Alex, let's see here. What we got? We got a Iganjo Castle, some kind of castle. It's a legendary Kamigawa land. I mean, I like it. It's pretty cool. Prevents damage to a legendary permanent you control, so it's Thalia protection. And there's a that's a World Ender. Endbringer? I think that's the Endbringer. I know Captain plays Worldbreaker, but I'm pretty sure it's an Endbringer. Yeah, buddy, I got one right. Endbringer. Deals 1 damage to target creature play, or target creature can attack or block this turn, and draw a card. I think it's a 5/5 for 6. I mean, it's not terrible. And we are disenchanting, doing something to the maybe it's a bounce. So it looks like we bounced it, we pathed it, and now we've got Snappy and Teferi. He's at 4. Now he's at 5. Drawing a card. Gonna untap 3 lands at the end of turn. Jace Brainstorm. Look at all that cards. Look at all them cards. Now he's got a D sphere. And he's going to put 2 back on top from his hand. Yep, now we got a D-Spirits to take care of any bad things now. And we are going to Seaman Visions to draw a card, scry 2, put them both on the bottom. And Scooty's looking to, has to discard, so drops a Terminus into his graveyard. And Chalice back on 1, it looks like. Scott going to throw a counterspell at it, or is he just going to let it go? Lets it come down. Chalice on 1. No more counter, no more 1 drops, so there we go. And there's a Reality Smasher. That's a pretty good one. Reality Smasher comes down. He's a 5/5 for 5. Trample and Haste. How's Scott going to respond to this one? It's going to be 4 mana. Counter. I don't know. It's some kind of... well, he took the damage. Oh, is that a Cryptic command? I think it's a Cryptic. Tap. D-Sphere. Swing for 4. Tick up to Fairy. Use the Brainstorm off Jace. Draw 3. Put 2 on top of your deck. He's free to path the Reality Smasher. And it looks like that's what he's gonna do. Pitching 2 cards, something, and the path. Get the Smasher out of there. Teferi 3 turns away from ultimating. And Scott has bottom off the scry with Seaman Visions. Plays a land, passes the turn. Looks like a Hollowed Fountain. Alex! And we're ghost quartering the Field of Ruin. Scott gets an Island into play, untapped because it's a ghost quarter. Give Scott the Jace shuffle. Seems weird. You saw him just tuck a whole bunch to the bottom. And Alex thinking long and hard, thick and throbbing about casting that Leonin Arbiter or not. He has 2 Arbiters. And he's just going to scoop it up, and we're going to go to game number 3. Scott came back with a vengeance to bring this match even, and now we got a game 3. Oh. Wait. Well, they're picking up, and Alex definitely lost that game, so I'm going to guess that Scott won in 2. I really thought that Alex won that first game, but guess he did not. So Scott goes 1-0-0 on the year, and Alex picks up his second loss, so he is 1-2-0. And whoops, I want an R. 1-2-0, and let's replace that and save. And that's going to do us. 3 rounds. The Puri Invasion, the NWO, if you will, came down, and Jacob ran roughshod over Snell and John. Really worked hard for the win over John. Snell just kind of bent over and took it. Took it like a man. But definitely took it. And then Scooty with Zone Pride sends Alex into the loss column, and that's where we're going to end up. Again, it was a fantastic night. I enjoyed it very much. I highly recommend going back and watching the Jacob John match. Again, it was Fat Bottom Girls versus what was he playing? Jacob was playing Jeskai Control. J-Sky Control, that's right. So Fat Bottom Girls versus J-Sky Control, and that's where we're going to end up. So I highly recommend checking that out if you didn't catch it live. And while you're over on YouTube, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out quite a bit. I want to get to that first 100 subs so we can slap Ben Seidel and move on to the next incentive. That being said, I thank you and welcome to all my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. And I find myself rambling again, but that's going to do us again for this evening. 3 great matches. I had fun. I hope you did too on the Zone's Tuesday Nitro. Yeah, I am absolutely stealing that. Thank you, Stubbs. And, you know, Bant Panorama, Band Hammer on a Bant Panorama. That's where we're at, and that's where I'm going to leave you. So, however you choose to live your life, I approve! Have a good night. Have a great evening, and I'll see you back on Thursday. Bye, everybody.